kindergarten, and welcome to another math lesson. Today, our math thinking job is I can decompose the number 10 using 5 group drawings and record each decomposition with a subtraction equation. So the work that we did yesterday with the number 9, we're going to continue that work with the number 10. So let's dive right in and get started. Today we're going to focus on decomposing the number 10 by using our 5-group way in our drawing and then matching our story with a number sentence and a number bond. Here's my first story. Melanie had 10 peaches. So I'm going to draw my peaches in a 5-group way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, 4 of her peaches, they weren't yet ripe, which means they weren't ready to eat. So we are going to circle those 4 unripe peaches so we can find out how many peaches are ready to eat, because we don't want to eat peaches that aren't ready. So we're going to circle that group of 4 as well as cross it out so we can find out how many peaches are ready to eat. So, how many peaches are ready to eat? Let's go back and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 peaches are ready to eat. Notice I only counted the circles, the peaches that were not in the circle. So let's talk about how we'll put this story in our number bond. Start thinking about what number are we going to start with? Right. We're going to start with 10 because we had 10 peaches. What would our parts be? Our parts are 4 and 6. Which of these numbers tells us about what we're taking away? What peaches were not ripe? 4. Remember, we crossed the 4 peaches out because they were not ripe. They weren't ready to eat. And we wanted to know how many peaches were ready to eat. So we had 6 peaches ready to eat. Now let's match our number bond and our story with a subtraction sentence. Just like we start our number bond with our biggest number, we're going to start our number sentence. So we started with 10 peaches. We realized that 4 of those peaches were not ripe. And that let us know that 6 of them were ready to eat. So 10 minus 4 equals 6. Okay, so now I have another story for you. Let's see. Chris has 10 toy cars. Okay, I'm going to draw my cars as squares in my 5 groups. So I'm going to draw 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I always want to draw out what I'm hearing from the story because that will help me find the parts and the whole and what I'm looking for if I'm subtracting what I need to cross out to take away. So Chris had 10 cars. 2 of the cars had no wheels. So we're going to circle that group of 2, and we're going to cross those 2 cars out because we want to know how many cars have wheels. Right, let's go count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 cars with wheels. We were able to count the cars that were not part of that group that was circled and know that we have 8 cars that have wheels. He had 10 cars, so the 10 would be the whole in our number bond. We know that 2 of the cars had no wheels. So we're going to cross it out because we couldn't use that. And then we knew we had 8 cars that had wheels. Now let's match a subtraction sentence with our story. We start with 10. Two of the cars had no wheels, which told us we had 8 cars that were ready to play and ready to roll because they had wheels. 10 minus 2 equals 8. All right, let's dive into some more practice of breaking apart 10 using our 5 group drawings and matching with number bonds and number sentences. I'm going to read my story, and then we are going to make a 5 group drawing to show the story and cross out the part that goes away and then fill in that number bond and number sentence. Nick had 10 party hats. 7 hats were thrown away. How many hats does Nick have now? Okay, he started with how many hats? 10. So I'm going to draw 10 party hats, but we're doing a 5 group drawing, so that means I'm going to use circles to represent the hats. So we're going to do 10 party hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, a 5 group drawing means we draw 5 circles at a time. Now, we need to know how many we're going to cross off. 7 hats were thrown away. That means 7 were put in the garbage and they no longer could be used. So we need to cross out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we need to know how many are left. How many does Nick have now? This is where your teacher's going to pause the video and you guys are going to fill in the number sentence and number bond to match the story and find out how many hats does Nick have now. Okay, so we started with 10 party hats. So we're going to start our number sentence because we're subtracting with that biggest number, which is 10. We learned that 7 hats were thrown away, so 10 minus 7, and we can go back and count to see that we have 1, 2, 3 left. So Nick had 3 hats left. 10 minus 7 equals 3. Let's jump over to our number bond. We're starting with the 10 on the bottom because we know this is the whole because the 2 lines are connecting the whole to the parts. So 10 minus 7. What are we going to do with the 7? You're right, we're going to cross it out because those 7 hats were thrown away. And then we have 3 hats left. Okay, here we go. Stan had 10 blueberries. He ate 5 blueberries. How many blueberries are left? Your teacher's going to pause the video. You may want to draw your own 5 group drawing. Cross out the part that goes away, and then complete the number sentence and number bond to match the story. Okay, we learned Stan had 10 blueberries, so I have 10 blueberries here. He ate 5, which means they are no longer found. You can't find those 5 berries, so we're going to cross them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And how many blueberries are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. 10 minus 5 because he ate those 5 berries and then 5 berries were left. All right, to the number bond, we're starting at the top. 10 minus 5, we're going to cross that out and equal 5. Our number bond, number sentence, and our drawing matches our story. Today in Seesaw, you're going to practice decomposing 10 using your 5 group drawings, crossing out, filling in your number sentence and number bond. You also have some subtraction sentences to practice. Until next time, bye, Kipsters.